Lee Zii Jia sekarang, okay, sudah kalah ke Viktor Axelsen 2-1 here in the final of the Malaysia Masters. Now, what do we first think of all, right, of this game? First of all, I want to just say massive thanks to Lee Zii Jia. The cramp, the media, the pressure. I said on the watch along, right? He is David Beckham. My God, he is. No matter what happens, he will give you a show. He'll give you something interesting, right? Saya dalam ini punya perlawanan, right? Saya rasakan he actually did as well because I think halfway through, is it the mid-game interval? Because when your legs are burning so much, right? Kamu punya itu kaki sudah mau bakar sudah, right? You suddenly start. It's like asking you, right? You see footballers, you know, they run around, they run around very, very fast, but their legs are burning. That's why when they fall to the ground, right? They fall to the ground. They lie on the ground for a very long time. That is why. And Lee Zii Jia is like that. You can say start the game. It's gonna be very hard for Lee Zii Jia, and I think that has a massive impact on Lee Zii Jia's performance today, right? Lee Zii Jia's performance today. But with that said, right, take the positive from this. The fact I watched so much Lee Zii Jia, right? I watched him at the French Open. I watched him Badminton Asia. 21-8, 2 or 3 months ago, is a very different scoreline in a very different situation. The fact that he had the dignity, he had the character, he was mentally prepared to win the game, right? To push that game all the way to the very end, right? To come back and win the second game as well. Saya nak kasih, right? Well done to him for that. And it takes a lot of courage to play like that, Lee Zii Jia. Honestly, that is one of the main positives that you can take out of. If you're gonna take anything positive out of that game, take that out of it. And another thing that Lee Zii Jia can look that can take out of it is this game is that whilst in the supposedly the more difficult end, he manages to get 9-8, right? 9-8 is very, very hard. Very, very well. He did that very, very well. And maybe if he didn't play Thailand, I'm not saying he didn't, he shouldn't, he won the tournament, it's still the same amount of points, right? It's the same as getting to a 750 semi-final, losing in the 750 final, right? And the fact he put it to 9-8, congratulations to him as well. And it's also back-to-back finals for Lee Zii Jia. You know, you take nothing away from that guy. And it's never easy to step on home court. We've seen this before. We've seen it with Chen Yufei. You know, their perlawanan, the Asian game. We saw it in Herbingjiao. The pressure is absolutely high. Banyak tinggi. And to lose at home as well. You kena bantai niya. Look at Ginting earlier this year. In the same tournament, but the Indonesian version of it. Right? Just take that as an example. And Lee Zii Jia stood there. He held his ground. He took down Antonsen, the supposedly the informed Antonsen. He took him as was nothing. He played Engkalong, came back from the very dead. Respect to him for that. Respect to him. You can only say good things about Lee Zii Jia from that. Yes, some of the things that he could have done in the game, right? He tried to net a little bit, tried to lift a little bit, but he is trying things that could work. And if he was to go to Singapore Open, I want him to try this same formula. So dia boleh macam you know, test things that are still can be tested lah on court lah. You play against Ginting, try something that you wouldn't have tried, right? He'll play on Wednesday if he does go. I seriously doubt that he does though. But he's got he's got maximum of 3 more tournaments before the big one in the Olympic Games in Paris 2024. Saya berharap Lee Zii Jia all the very best to him, right? Lee Zii Jia, you couldn't have asked for a better send-off, right? Coming into this game, I still remember what I said, right? Coming into this game, I asked for two things, right? Thing number one is to not get injured. And also as well, yes, he didn't get injured. He was going to pull out what fall off when he shook hands with Viktor. He's like, oh my God, right? He didn't do that though, did he? He didn't do that. He pushed on. He soldiered on because we wanted him to soldier on. I promise you, if that was Singapore Open, he wouldn't have done it. If that was Singapore Open, he wouldn't have done it, right? Despite all the pain. And he never blames it on himself as well. He never blames it on himself. And that's, getting strength from mentality. That's even stronger, right? That he's ready to cope with the pressure, despite the circumstances. Dia cakap, still young. He's like, still young, right? I'll get into your chats in a little bit. He's like, still young. I can still do it. Don't blame it on me. It's not an excuse, right? And that I really applaud for that. And the second thing, right, I want to maintain his performance. I think winning the second game was actually very, very important for him because it actually gives him a little bit of self-esteem, right? It gives him a little bit of self-esteem. He'll no doubt be disappointed with the result. He's a competitive sports person after all, right? But ultimately, where he came from in that first game to take that second game, to hang on basically to that second game, right, was something very, very impressive. Something that I'm very proud of, and I hope you all are as well. Watching Lee Zii Jia take on Viktor Axelsen, it's been a battle that I've been waiting for 2 years to watch. Okay, kita sudah tunggu 2 tahun, and that head-to-head goes to 7-3. But I'm not that concerned about that. I'm concerned about his fitness. I'm concerned about, because all of those are numbers. At the end of the day, they're all numbers, aren't they, Monday? So, with that said, Lee Zii Jia, applause to him. Thank you to him. Right, if you've enjoyed the watch along, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And yeah, Viktor Axelsen loses to Lee Zii Jia. Let me know your thoughts now.